It's going good, man. Let's get right to it. What do you say?
Yes, let's get right to it.
All right. I'm wearing my glasses because I'm going to read something real quick that I want to freaking talk about today.
Yeah, you're getting to that age where you need glasses to read.
I know, that's kind of sad.
Kind of like old. It's like giving old person.
I mean, yeah, it's sad. I'm not happy about it, but let's go. So today, the topics we're going to talk about, dating in the world of teenagers. What does that mean? What does that look like? I have a lot of questions for you.
Okay.
I want to talk about, we've gotten some negative comments on our podcast, on our,
Yeah, someone left a hate comment. Someone left a comment on us introducing ourselves and said, "Who gives a fuck?"
yeah, that was terrible. We always say rumor around the molcajete. We'll talk about that. Blowback that I got from you saying that I was too judgmental. I got a lot of blowback from that. We'll talk about what an amazing week it was in Arizona this week. Oh my God, that was a great week.
Mhm.
Whoa. And
Yes.
then I'm working on a new book. I haven't told you about it, but I'm working on a new book. Um, I'm hoping to have that written within a year. Uh, and then kind of what's going on with the government. I know it's a boring topic, but there's a lot that we should talk about with the government and where we are in America. You
Okay.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So Kayla, I understand that you have a friend who's going to be asked to be someone's girlfriend tomorrow. Is that true?
Yeah, but Kylie will get mad if I say anything. But I'll say something.
Okay. So we don't. The question I have is, what does that even mean? What does it mean to date when you're a freshman or an eighth grader?
Um, just kind of like boyfriend girlfriend is like what they label it as. Like, can you elaborate more?
Yeah. So it's more. Is it a label? Is it like does the guy walk the girl to class? What does it mean?
It's a label, but like a lot of the time, like sometimes they don't go to the same school. You know, gotta think about that.
So that's why I'm asking. So when I was at your age, and we didn't ask someone to date or to be my boyfriend girlfriend, we asked, "Will you go around with me?" Not sure what that means, but the responsibility for the guy was to escort the girl to class and carry her books.
Really?
Yeah, in hopes that maybe you get to hold hands, and maybe hopes that one day you get a kiss on the cheek. That's what it meant at that age for when I was growing up. What does it mean for you guys?
I think now it means like FaceTiming every night, texting day and night, um, seeing each other on the weekends,
What was the last part?
seeing each other on the weekends,
How do you see each other?
hanging out, church.
Okay, church. So one of the reasons why Friday night football was big in Texas, that's where you saw your girlfriend or your boyfriend. That's the whole week came down to like, this is my girlfriend. I'm gonna hold her hand and they're all gonna see y'all together. But that's not a thing here, is it?
That is I don't really, not really. Like the cheer girls and like football guys, if like a football guy is dating a girl, they'll like take a picture, but like, not really, I don't really know.
So you're a friend of yours tomorrow is gonna be asked to be someone's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Will you see less of her when that happens?
No. Why would I?
That's what happened when we were growing up because all of a sudden my buddy's got a girlfriend. He's walking her to class,
Oh.
or he's hanging out with her at the football game. So that was one of the drawbacks.
Mm.
Or instead of going to the movies with us, he would go to the movies with her.
Well, I give them maybe 2 weeks.
This particular couple,
I give them maybe 2 weeks.
tell me why.
Because they're like freshman and eighth grade, and I feel like both of them are not relationship kind of people.
Okay, but that's how you learn, right?
Yeah. Sorry if you're watching this.
Um, eh, where do you stand with? Do you have somebody?
No, I've never dated anybody.
Okay, so this is where I want to know. What is the word? I've never dated anybody. What does that mean? So last night you and I went out for an ice cream date.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Is that what you expect if you're dating somebody?
Yeah, I guess.
Tell them what we did last night.
We rode our scooters and got ice cream.
Yeah, we rode our scooters to I forgot the name of the store or the place,
I don't even know the name. I have
but
a
it's
picture
so
of it.
good.
It was really good ice cream. I actually really liked it.
So we went on our electric scooters. It's about a mile and a half away. We sat outside and had some ice cream. It was pretty good.
It was a really good ice cream, actually.
So is that what you guys consider dating? Like what a date
Eh,
would look like?
not really. This place, can you say that?
Oh, I don't think I can say that. Negranti? Negranti?
Maybe. I don't really know. It's kind of an odd name.
Um, So, but tell me, like, I want to know more. What do you have any classmates that have a boyfriend?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, when do they hang out in person?
Like after school or like mainly on weekends. Or like if it's like a break, just like whenever they can, like on days we don't have school.
Okay, I'm not convinced because after school you come right home. Don't they go right home?
Well, yeah, mostly on the weekends or whenever we don't have school.
And the weekends, well, where do you guys go on the weekends?
Um, each other's houses, the movies.
Oh, so when you have a sleepover somewhere, is that what you all doing? You hanging out with a potential boy?
No.
Okay. So tomorrow, when this your friend gets asked to be that guy's girlfriend, is she gonna say yes or no?
She'll probably say yes.
Do you want to
Not probably. She will say
you
yes.
want to tell everybody how I know this is happening?
Because Kylie told you?
Because you guys make me go buy the flowers.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
freaking doing the legwork.
The guy isn't even getting the flowers. Her best friend, my sister, is making pipe cleaner flowers. So my sister's the one doing the work. The guy's, he might be presenting it, but he's not even doing it.
But I'll say this: I read recently that between the age of 18 and 25, 45% of those boys or men have never approached a woman.
That's kind of embarrassing.
So the fact that he's doing that, I'm like, thumbs up. That's great. At that age, 13,
Yeah.
that's good.
It's
He's,
pretty cute, pipe cleaner flowers.
I mean, that takes courage, right?
Yeah.
Whether it lasts or not, it's an experience, and they'll when they break up, they'll learn from it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you want to tell me? Like, is there more to dating?
Um, like, they like FaceTime every night and stuff, I guess. I don't really know.
Do you have anybody who's maybe a junior or senior that's dating
I'm
that
not
you know
friends with juniors and seniors.
that are dating?
I'm not friends with juniors and seniors,
Okay,
like,
my bad. Okay,
period.
I'm sorry. I was going to ask you, what does dating mean for them? Because it
For
evolves.
them, it's probably more serious because they're like
More
old.
older, and they're starting to make life decisions like which college do we go to?
Yeah.
It starts to get challenging.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I don't have to worry about anybody you're dating.
No.
Okay. What about your younger sister?
Maybe.
Oh, yes. You guys are very attractive girls. I get it, you know, and you guys are good girls, so I don't have to worry about y'all misbehaving. That's awesome. Okay, all right. So tell them when I say the rumor around the molcajete, where does that come from? Or do you want me to say it? I want you to say it.
Me say it?
Yeah,
You
you say
say
it, then
it.
I'll say it.
I don't really know.
Okay, so,
Rumor on the moquete. It's like the rumor around town.
yeah.
What's going around town? What everyone's saying.
And so I grew up in a small town, and we had a restaurant called El Molcajete. And everybody, the older community, the older people would go and sit there and drink their coffee, and they would just spread all these rumors. But it was more like, because we were the boys of town, we were the football players, and
Mhm.
did you hear so and so is gonna start, or did you hear? And
Mhm.
so
The rumor on the moquete.
yeah, the rumor at the Molcajete is that you're gonna play quarterback this week, or the rumor on the Molcajete is that they're gonna bench you. So that's where it all started, and then it kind of
Oh.
evolved to. I still say it, and people look at me like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Oh, you forgot that in high school, it then evolved. I'll be like, hey, the rumor on the Molcajete is that you're dating so and so. You know,
Oh, that's cute. That's funny.
I don't even know that restaurant's still there.
If it is still there, next time we go to South Texas, we gotta go.
We'll spread some rumors.
Spread the rumor, spread some more rumors at the moquete.
Yeah, give us some coffee, and we just sit there and be like, "Did you hear? So and so won the lottery." So there's this. When we were growing up, we used to in the mail get this flyer. You won the sweepstakes, right? It was always fake. You just. But one family thought they actually won the sweepstakes, and so the rumor around the Molcajete was that they were rich and they were going to move out.
Dang.
Yeah. So let's talk about the blowbacks that I got from your comment. What was your comment to me?
I told my dad that he was too judgmental.
And that I got to see.
He needs Jesus.
No, we all need Jesus. But you were saying that I got to see the good in people.
Oh yeah, I was saying he had to see the good people instead of just the bad.
So a few of my friends, they called to discuss it, and they agree with you, right?
Yeah, everybody does.
Um,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
so okay, so what you don't see is this big house you live in,
Hmm.
the nice room you have.
I do see it though. I really am thankful. Grateful? Thankful?
Yep,
Wait, wait, what's the difference between grateful and thankful? Or they're the
it's
same
the
thing?
same thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Um, so that was a lifelong. I've had to make a lot of decisions in my life, right or wrong, to get us here,
Hmm.
right? And so you're constantly making decisions, and so you have to judge every moment and make the best decision.
Hmm.
I think the reason why you and my friends that came back at me pretty hard about that was because I have eliminated a lot of people from my circle recently due to,
Political views?
I wouldn't say political views, because I'm one that has voted Democratic and Republican. I was an independent for a long time.
Hmm.
And so it's not a difference in political views, it's a difference in the views of the world,
Oh,
right?
okay.
And so if you see the world this way, like, I just don't want to associate with you. So I have cut a lot of people off. And you guys are saying they're still good people. I get that they're good people. Um,
There's not something you want to surround yourself with.
Correct. And we talked about a dicho a while back, and the dicho, I'll say it in English. The dicho in Spanish is, dime con quién te juntas y te digo qué persona eres. Tell me who you hang out with, and I'll tell you what kind of person you are. So I'm very careful about not associating certain people based on their beliefs and their morals, right? But I'll give you a few stories that would kind of tell you why it's important to be, I wouldn't say judgmental, but observant. My first story I'll tell you was, we were about 21, 22, and my best friend, and I know he listens to all these podcast episodes, so he knows the story. And he invited a bunch of us to go to South Padre Island and have like a
I
fun
love
week.
South Padre Island.
We're gonna go in May. Poof.
I'm excited. We're going to Sam and Sydney.
Yep, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So we all went to South Padre Island, a bunch of guys, right? And we were gonna have like a fun evening. But there was one particular guy in the group that he invited that I did not like
Uh huh.
for certain reasons, right?
Yeah.
And so we got rooms at a hotel. We were there at the hotel, and then we went to a place called Louis' Backyard. It's a big uh, bar. It's got music and a dance, and it's a lot of fun. But I never felt comfortable because my best friend invited this one guy. We'll call this guy Jose, right? And I know, me being judgmental, Jose likes to drink a lot. Jose likes to start fights.
Mhm.
That's being judgmental,
Uh huh.
right? I
Yeah.
know the good in him, but I also know the bad in him
And you know that can really affect all of you
can
guys.
affect all of us.
You
And
get
so,
in trouble by association.
exactly. And so that's how I got arrested that one time.
Oh.
Now you're starting to see the connection.
Yeah.
I had already been burned once. I'm not going to be burned again,
Yeah.
right? I had been arrested in my teens for hanging out with the wrong person. Okay,
Mm.
so after a while, I told my best friend, "Hey, man, I don't feel comfortable here. I'm gonna bounce. I'm out. I'm gonna go back home." My other buddy and I, we're gonna go back to the hotel, get our stuff, and then leave. We just don't feel comfortable here with Jose. And my best friend, he's I'll say his name is David. David, he's a great guy, and he sees the good in people. He's not one
Yeah.
to ever judge, right?
Yeah.
And I'm the opposite. I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna leave," and he's like, "All right," And so we drove uh, to the hotel to get our stuff. By the time we were leaving the island, South Padre Island, we could see the bar, nightclub, whatever you want to call it, Louis' Backyard. There was all these sirens around the establishment, and we're like, "Wow, I wonder what happened." We left just in time because there's all these cops and
Yeah.
ambulance and all that. No big deal. We came home. My buddy and I got home. It's an hour drive home. We got home. The next morning, David called me. He says, "Hey, man, Jose started a fight with like 10, 12 guys. We all got jumped. Jose ended up in the hospital. Then we have to go to the police department." He goes, "It was terrible."
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, "That's what I was telling you. That's why I'm the way that I
They
am."
got
Because
in trouble by association because of Jose's decisions. Not only did they get in trouble, but they got hurt.
exactly. Jose ended up in the hospital in the ER, and then they had to go and press charges, and it was all this stuff. And I'm like, that's why because I've already been burned once.
Yeah.
And so when you say you're too judgmental, it's not that. I just don't want to be in. If you're that kind of person, I can't be
Yeah.
around you.
Yeah.
Nothing against you.
Yeah.
You be you, right? Does
Mhm.
that make sense?
It makes sense. Yeah.
So you're at a great age, and you're going to meet all these boys, and by nature, we always look at the good first, right? Oh, he's
Yeah.
nice. Every single girl I've ever met that talks about someone that a guy that they dated or know, they're gonna always say he was nice.
Hmm.
Every guy in the beginning is nice.
In the beginning.
What are they supposed to be? You know, of
Yeah.
course they're gonna be nice, but you got to look beyond that. At a young age, you can't. It's hard. But as you get
Yeah.
older, you're like, yeah, I don't want to be surrounded by this guy. I'll tell you one more story, and I'll do it quick. So when I used to coach CrossFit, I got to know a lot of people, right? Remember those
Yeah.
days?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And there was this one guy that I really enjoyed, and I liked him a lot, and we would always have small discussions. And he got into what's called flipping homes. You know what that is?
Oh, it's like a rusted up home, and then he makes it good.
Correct. But he did a couple things. So I'm talking to him like, hey, how did it go? Because he was trying to do. He partnered with somebody to flip 3 homes, and I'm like, how did it go? He's like, oh man. He goes, I lost $25,000.
Oh no,
And
that's a
I
lot of
said,
money.
well, what happened? Tell me what happened. He goes, first of all, I'll never partner with that guy again. Second, we
Was the
hired
guy
some.
was the guy a scam?
The guy that he partnered with was not a scammer. He's somebody that I also knew, but I would the way because I'm judgmental, I would never do business with him.
Because you know how
He
he
saw
is.
the good in him. I saw the truth in him, right?
Mm.
So he says, I'll never do business with that guy again. And I hired someone, and that person scammed us. And I'm like, well, what did that guy do? Where'd you meet that guy? And he says, I met him at church. I'm like, oh, I never do business with anybody I meet at a church. Never. And he's like, why? I was like, you just answered, you just proved it. That's where the wolves hide,
Yeah.
right? He scammed you out of 15,000. That guy did. You didn't see it, right? Because you're like, oh, he's a church. He's a good guy. And I'm Mr. Judgmental. I'm like, oh, I would not. Anyways, so I told him, hey, man, you did good. You spent $25,000 and you learned a lot. He saw it like, wow, I never saw it that way. I said, people go to college and spend 200,000 and don't learn anything. You learned a lot for 25,000.
Hmm.
I mean, it cost you 25,000,
But you learned something.
but he learned a lot. Don't trust people just free willy. You gotta like vet them. You gotta get to know them.
Hmm.
He trusted him because he met him at church. Ooh, that's the last place I would
Yeah.
try to meet someone to do business with. Just might, I've, don't get me started on that. Um, so do you have a follow up to Dad? You're too judgmental.
No, I think you have a point, but sometimes I think it's just like, yeah, you're right. You haven't made a lot of good points. I think sometimes you're just like, oh, she's pregnant, or like, oh, he's kind of fat, oh, he's running kind of weird.
I used to coach runners, so when I see somebody run, I'm like, ooh, the way you run is terrible, right?
Yeah.
Well, I will say, man, my buddy gained a lot of weight. Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
But
That's
I
right.
think you have a point. You're right.
Say it again.
I think you're right.
I'm gonna try to get better, but I'm not there yet. Um, how do we handle the negative comments that how have we handled the negative comments that we've gotten?
Just reply, kill him with kindness.
Exactly. At first, I was deleting the comments. Now I'm like, hey, thank you for your comment.
Because their comments are like lucky boosting us because like, it's still a comment.
Right. Thank you. Um, yeah. So, what do you know about? Are you guys talking about the government shutdown at your school? But before we talk about, sorry, let's talk about this amazing week that we had. What did you see this week? What did you like about this week?
We saw a full moon. The moon is very, very pretty this week.
And where did you go to experience it?
I went for like a little hike with my grandparents because they live in like an old people place.
Oh, don't say that. That's being judgmental. They live in a retirement community.
They live in a retirement community, and they have like a hiking club. So we just went. It wasn't this one was. We just kind of like walked out to the desert, and then we sat down and looked at the moon and had crackers and cheese.
So one of the we when we first started the podcast, it was in the summer, and we complained about the heat, the first 5, 6
But
episodes.
now I was been going for scooter rides, and I've been wearing hoodies on my scooter rides. In the summer, I would wear like very little clothing on my scooter rides, but now I'm wearing hoodies.
There is something beautiful about a full moon in the desert. Just extremely beautiful. I've twice this week I've encountered owls on my runs,
Hmm.
and I showed you a picture yesterday of an owl on a mesquite tree or what, some kind of tree with the orange sky behind it. This morning I came across a coyote on my walk. It's just been a beautiful week. This is what desert life is like. It's what is beautiful.
Mm,
It's been a great week.
yeah.
So, what do you know about what's going on with the government right now?
I really don't know much.
Have you heard about the shutdown?
Yes.
So, you were supposed to be on a girls' weekend trip with your mom this weekend to California.
I was.
Yeah, y'all gonna go to
Oh, that's
Sacramento.
right. We were.
Yeah, and then what happened?
The government shut down.
No, we canceled the trip before the government shut down. But if you guys would have been going this week to California, it would have been terrible with the airports. So,
Yikes.
so at school, you haven't talked about the shutdown.
No.
Okay. I don't want to discuss the shutdown, but it does. It's concerning in so many ways that our politicians can't come together and run the government. I mean, it starts from the top down. If the president can't lead, then we should then step down, right? We need
Yeah.
we need people that can lead. If you can't lead, get out of the way, right? And quit
Yeah.
blaming people. Just get it done. That's my rant. But this is my concern. This is where I'm going with all this is growing up, we used to go to Mexico quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
Because we live by the border. And when you cross into Mexico, you see extreme poverty. Have I shown you? I haven't taken Mexico.
We've gone to like not through the border, but like to the border.
Right. And this is very poor.
Yeah.
So when I was growing up, we would see very extreme poverty, but you would also see extreme wealth. So you had two types of Mexicans, right? Two socioeconomic statuses. You had the wealthy and you had the extremely poor. And Mexico doesn't have a middle class. At least when I was growing up, you were either very poor or you had a lot of money. And these rich Mexicans would come over to America and they would shop and they expect everybody to cater to us, and then they would go back to Mexico with all their money and take advantage of the poor people, or the poor people were like their servants. My concern is that America is going that direction where you have extreme wealth, right? You know, you got Elon Musk trying to get a trillion dollar package from Tesla. Trillion.
Oh
One
my gosh.
person owning being worth $1 trillion. Then you have these long lines at food banks. People don't have any food, and there's just massive lines at the food banks right now. So you're starting to see that big discrepancy between wealth, and that's
Yeah.
concerning.
It is very.
But I started to go down a different rabbit hole, and this rabbit hole is our national debt. What do you know about our national debt?
It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's like 30 something
Yeah, 34 trillion,
trillion.
right? And so,
Wait, but how do we even get in that much debt?
we keep borrowing money and keep borrowing money. We're spending more than we're borrowing. And that's not just the government. That's what we are as Americans. We're just a country that loves to spend money. I'm going to come back to this, but I had a friend of mine. Okay, I shouldn't say that. My mom always calls me and she'll tell me, hey, your classmate passed away. And so there was this one individual that I didn't really know him, but he passed away. And I went to his obituary, and it said in his obituary that he loved designer clothes. He loved this motorcycle. He loved all these things. And then there was a GoFundMe for him. It was a GoFundMe. So like, wait, hold on.
That doesn't line up.
So you have this lifestyle that's awesome, but at death you're like, hey, I don't even, I can't even, we can't even bury him, and the kids are left without an income.
Oh my gosh.
But he lived a life of designer clothes and motorcycles and things like that. And so we live this life where we just spend what we don't have, and that's our government too. So my concern is, we have a budget, right? The government's got a budget. We have a budget that paying on that, not even paying down the debt, paying interest on the debt is going to be right now is our second biggest line item, which after Social Security. But at some point, we're going to be paying more on interest than education, than military, than Social Security, than Medicaid, Medicare. By the time you're 25, we are going to, one of the biggest items on our budget will be just to pay interest. That's it, just to pay interest. And I feel like my generation has let you guys down. So when you guys inherit the government, you're all going to be like, what did you guys do? You guys made a mess.
Oh no.
So you guys aren't talking about that at school?
No.
Yeah. We're going to leave you guys a big mess.
Oh my gosh, that's not fair.
One of the things I'm not a fan of, is politicians in their 80s. Like they're making an 80-year-old's making a decision for you. Our president is almost 80. I don't think, I think we should have an age cap. But anyways, age cap,
Yeah, I think so.
age cap. All right, what else you got for me?
I think, what else do we have to cover?
Well, so to sum it up about the national debt, if we don't, we're not going to pay it off. But if we don't take it under control, we're going to lose a lot of credibility financially as a country. And then in the future, you're going to have to make cuts. It's going to be either to education or to Social Security
But those things can't really get cut. Those things are like,
or raise taxes. So it's a possibility that when you're 25, 30, 35, you're paying a lot in taxes. I hope not. But
oh
that's
my
the mess that we're
gosh,
leaving you guys.
that's terrible because taxes can pay for that, but it's also like if taxes are too high, then some people, that's,
So actually, I did some research about it, and there's a lot of scenarios, and who we elect in the next decade, 2 decades, they have to address it. Someone's got to address it. By the time you're 30, I think our national debt will be over 50 trillion.
oh my
Correct.
gosh.
And so if all you're doing is paying interest on that, and that interest rate varies, some years it could be 20% of our budget that we're just paying towards interest. That's scary. Some years it could be 17%. But when I was in my 20s, 30s, we were paying about 8% of our budget was going, 7%, 6% was going towards the interest. Now 17, 18%. So that's money that goes just to paying off money that we borrowed. So your generation will be paying for money that we borrowed, that my generation borrowed.
Oh.
So you have to pay attention to that, right? You always hear politicians say certain things. And so I liked when there was an attempt to cut federal spending in the beginning of this administration. But if you're going to cut to the federal budget, you can't give tax breaks right now. We got stuff we got to pay off. Do you know that our government's going to give Argentina $40 billion?
But if we're already that bad in debt, then how are we going to give somebody else money?
That's the big question.
How's Argentina doing?
They're not doing well, and so our president thinks he likes somebody over there, and it's like, I'll give you $40 billion. And it's not his money; it's money that I'm paying taxes. He's just giving people my money away.
But what about the people who need food?
Baby, that's when I tell you that America's not doing good, that we're not who we should be, right? Who we should be as a country. There's people starving, yet we're building a ballroom at the White House that's worth 300 million. We're giving Argentina 40 billion.
Million?
Yep, we are not paying people that work at airports. I mean, it's a mess right now.
Oh my gosh.
It is a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. I don't know. We clean it up.
40 million or billion? Million?
We give Argentina 40 billion. I don't know if we've given it yet. I think it's contingent, but we've
Billion?
billion. And I don't even know where in the budget that comes from. I don't know how that works. But
And that's coming from your tax dollars, right?
yeah,
And what about the food banks? What about education?
I'm with you.
Oh
But
my gosh.
our priorities is, I always told you that America's was the beacon of hope. So the reason why a lot of people were leaving Mexico, for example, was because America was a beacon of hope, and they would come over here and they had a chance at a decent life.
But not anymore.
It's just, I mean, we owe we owe so much money,
Oh my gosh.
So America has the ability to print money, which we did during COVID, which means we just printed money and gave it to everybody. But that's what caused this inflation. So by the time you're 30, I don't know what a house is going to cost. It might cost $1 million to live in our neighborhood.
Million?
In case you don't know, our first house in Arizona cost us $200,000. That house that we bought when we first moved to Arizona for $200,000, easily $450,000 right now.
400? It's such a crappy neighborhood.
I know.
Oh
This
my
house that we live
gosh.
in, it's gonna be worth seven figures by the time I sell it.
What's seven figures?
1 million.
Oh my gosh.
So like, how is someone like you gonna be able to afford? When you're 25, 30, 35. So things that we got to think about, we're just not thinking about it.
Oh my
So
gosh.
let's end on a positive note.
Okay.
How are you feeling? Look at the camera and tell us a story. Tell us any good story you have.
Like
What
what?
did you learn about what was the best part about October? You did a lot of good things in October.
I did. I went to 13 floors with my best friends.
Haunted house,
Yeah, I went to Fear Farm with my best friends.
haunted house
I went to Pumpkin Patch with my best friends.
in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Yeah, all this is with Cindy and Taylor. And then Fear Farm was also with Kylie DeLuco. But we rarely see Kylie DeLuco. She shows her face every month. Because she goes to a different school than us.
Correct. But it was an amazing October.
We did a lot of stuff.
I just know that when October was over, I'm like, I'm tired. I'm good. So I wanted to bring out some Christmas decorations
Yeah.
already.
And
Yeah.
then Halloween was good. It was just a good month.
And tonight, tell everybody where you're going.
Football game. It's the last football game of the season between my school and our rival school, O'Connor.
And her school is 1-8. But if they win tonight and they'll go 2-8, it's the victory that all they care about. They beat their big rivalry.
So we can hope for Mountain Ridge. It's like a big deal.
Uh, Tell everybody what you said to me during dinner about football, me and football.
That he should be a coach at Mountain Ridge because he can make them win.
But how?
You can train them. You know how to train.
And I'll train. So I told you before we get off of here, I'm working on a new book. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I started to work on it this couple of weeks. It's a point of concept. You know what that means? Point of concept.
No.
So I started to write a book and see if this is something that's can be marketed at a mass level, if it's worth pursuing. So when you wake up if you wake up at 5 in the morning, you'll see me on the computer writing away.
Mm,
You ever want to read it?
maybe, yeah.
Okay. It's kind of complicated, but it's
Okay.
a good book.
Okay.
All right, baby doll. Enjoy your night.
Okay.
I love you so much. Thank
I
you
love
for the
you too.
ice cream date yesterday.
Of course.
Have a good one. I love you. Everybody, please hit subscribe. We're having a great time. I hope you're having a great time too. Take care. Enjoy your weekend.
Bye. Thanks for watching.